listening to the Concierge Coaches Show with Bruce Cameron and Wayne Fritz, only on LA Talk Radio.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Concierge Coaches Show on LA Talk Radio. I'm Bruce Cameron, along with Wayne Fritz.
Hey, Bruce.
How's it going?
See my beard?
There you go.
Ain't it weird?
Yeah. There you go.
Don't be scared.
There you go.
It's just a beard.
All right. Well, did you have a great Thanksgiving over there?
I am still full. It was a wonderful Thanksgiving. So much to be thankful for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I wanted to have a Thanksgiving weekend show to kind of talk about that. So, all right.
Well, I'm doing a funeral run this week.
I know you said you had two, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to Florida in the morning and giving the eulogy. That's quite an honor. But then I fly to Milwaukee, and Ryan's father passed away after 2 months of finding he had cancer.
What kind of cancer was it?
It's an odd kind. It was like of the bile or something like that. Bile cancer, unusual.
Okay. Oh man, sorry to hear that.
In the last month, I've been to 3. Washington.
Mm-hmm.
They're all salad master people. So, but anyway.
Yeah. Wow. I'm so sorry, and
well, I'll be seeing a lot of good people too, and it's just sad you got to see them at times like this. But I got to go. Ryan, I'm representing Salad Master too, but I'm representing me.
Right.
It'll be a good trip. My friend in Florida, he's been on the show. That's Dave. That's the guy in Florida that he's a pretty good guy.
Okay.
And he's an awesome. He's beside himself. I mean, they were married 42 years, I think.
Wow. Yeah.
He's a type A personality.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I know you've been on the road a lot, doing a lot of work and coaching and those things. So kind of share a little bit about that.
Well, I think I'm going to be on the road a little bit more. There's a lot of, changes. The things happen and people get nervous, so they want to see some stability. It's just normal baloney, but it's good for me because they're wanting me to calm the water again. And so I feel pretty blessed that they look to me for that.
So whenever there's personnel changes.
Yeah, because you make the wrong ones. I mean, that's not a critique. That's normal. You do the best you can do, but that's the same thing. You look at NFL football or baseball. They're hiring and firing coaches all the time because they get one that's real good, but it just doesn't. The chemistry's not right or something, so they have to eventually get rid of them and get somebody else because they want to be in first place.
Right.
Nobody joins a team to be in last place.
No, they don't. So are you having to, when they make a personnel change, are you trying to pick up the pieces and get people to cope with that?
Yeah.
Or are you helping the new person adjust to their new role and their new?
Well, I've wound up doing both in some cases. But generally, if I'm helping the person, it's sometimes to pick up the lack of trust from the field. So it's kind of, they come hand in hand. You get somebody new in there and they don't have the culture. And I'll tell you, I don't think it's the same with a small ticket item like Avon or Tupperware, Mary Kay, but when you get in a big ticket item, I'm talking where it takes both people to sign
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
You just don't go, lady doesn't go buy a tube of toothpaste and
Right.
get it out of the dirty change in the bottom of her purse. This is a $5, $6, $8, $10,000 investment.
Like buying a car or a little car.
Well, yes, it's yeah. Back in mine in your days, it'd have been a brand new car. But
yeah.
So those kinds of people that learn that business. And I said a long time ago on a show, my eye doctor, when I was in high school, I had to get my eyes checked. That's when I started wearing glasses. And he wanted to know what I was going to do. And I said, well, I think I want to get into sales. He said, well, Wayne, let me tell you something. If you're going to sell something that costs a lot of money, so you can make a lot of money. Makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's genius, bro.
I mean, he did that. I'll never forget it, Dr. Andrews. And but to learn that skill, that is a skill set that you have to learn. Mm-hmm. And so those people are more closely knit and very much more independent than some small ticket people. Small ticket people do it for a different reason. They're wanting to build and grow, but large ticket people, they live it.
Yeah.
They live it. So they get a little bit itchy when something new comes in. And since I've been around a long time, I've seen it happen.
I mean, with all due respect, now, this is an outsider's point of view, but what I know and love is that I need to set up shows. Set up shows. And so I may have a new area manager or a new region, whatever, right? But is that really going to interfere in my sales acumen and my ability to, process leads and you know what I mean?
Thank you. No, but yes.
Tell me how yes.
Well, because you're listening to bullshit. Excuse my term. There's a lot of things happening right now. There's people that have left the company and gone with another company.
A competitor?
Yeah. So that's going on at the same time. And even if they don't listen, it still messes up their day or their week. Gets their head messed up.
Okay.
And you've got to do exactly what you said. The most important thing is booking.
Book those shows.
But if you can make that second important or third or fourth because you're busy wrapped up in all the other hubbub that doesn't make you a dime.
You mean the drama and the high school stuff?
Exactly.
I mean, it's not that these people are in cubicles and they're huddling around a water cooler. I mean, it's just a lot of texting or what?
Yep. I mean, they're on the phone. Listen, I got a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
He's been around a good while too. But he'll call me sometimes and he'll talk about 45 minutes and he's just talking about all these other people and all this stuff and his opinion. But and I get people like that and pretty soon I said, well, let me ask you something. Do you have a show tonight? No? You mean to tell me that you spent 45 minutes to an hour sitting there talking to me about how bad everything is?
You could have used that same time
and booked a show. Because
do you call them out like that?
Oh yeah, yes I do, because I said, first I ask them if I can. They know if they're talking to me. I've already cleared. I can be honest.
Yeah.
That's why. Otherwise, I'm no good. If I can't be honest, I'm no good. I'm not going to say, yeah, I tell you what, I'm crying too. It's awful. No, get off your seat, get on your feet, and so. They expect that out of me, and they all know what I'm going to say, but still you have to listen. A lot of times they just need to get that. They need to throw all that at a wall and get rid of it. And I'm a guy, I think my qualities are, I'm a guy that can take that. Let me, this just reminded me, Bruce, Greg and Teddy.
Oh yeah.
So Teddy and I were talking, this is 6 or 8 weeks ago. And she told me, she said, Wayne, I figured it out. She said, God has a calling for you, and I know what it is. She said, you're an encourager.
Okay.
I never had anybody tell me that.
Yeah, I could see that totally.
And after I thought about it and prayed about it, I got to look at that. I said, well, you know what, daggone, that's a pretty good, strong suit of mine that I'd never cubbyholed it like that. And so, yeah, I'm an encourager, and I'm proud of it, and God gives me the strength to do that. It gives me the ability and blesses me with that. So I'm doing this eulogy in Florida.
Oh, wow.
It's going to be
a eulogy. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm the only guy talking. Dave told me I want you to do the eulogy. Now, there's a lot of stuff written that I'm going to have to.
Okay, good.
But then I can, he knows I'm going to throw my stuff in. And, but one thing I'm going to be sure and do, because Flo's laying there in that old container that used to hold Flo's soul is laying in that coffin.
Okay.
She's not there.
Right.
She's already gone. And I'll tell you, I kind of know where she is because she accepted Christ.
All right.
Good fallback. So,
praise the Lord.
Yeah. And, I've got to say something about that.
Oh, yeah.
My eulogy. And that's not in there. It's not in what he's written. But I've got to say it because that's I'm going to encourage people.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. And this is Dave, right?
Yeah.
Dave, right? Yeah. But you're going to tell him, hey, man, I'm going to say something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to spring any surprises on him.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Go Southern Baptist on you, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start out by
nothing wrong with that, by the way.
We are gathered here today.
Yeah. No, yeah, because it's a celebration of life, but you know what? It begs the question of, we all want to say she's in a better place. Everybody wants to say that, and some people have a certain understanding of what that is, and other people just think it's just the Santa Claus in the sky that you go to.
Well, that's a very good point you're making.
And if you're a good person and you like animals,
yeah,
then you're going to be all right.
Oh, I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, anyway, yeah. So that'll be quite an honor to do, but it's also, it makes you jumpy as a fart in a skillet to be standing in front of people and doing that.
Oh, well, but the good news is that you've got the people thing, but yeah, the gravity of the venue and what you're doing.
Yep.
And thinking that, but you gotta do the celebration of life, but also do the right thing as far as, I'm just talking from the hip, but you probably say, hey, we had a discussion, or I knew some about her, and I knew that she came to know and love the Lord, and I'm a full belief that she's up in heaven, seeing our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we all have every one of us here can go. It's simple.
Oh no,
it's so simple. A lot of people like to make it difficult, but it's not. We just accept the Lord Jesus as our Lord and Savior. And I'm going to tell you what, it's a gift.
It's a gift, unmerited and undeserved.
It is purely undeserved, but it is a gift. And he says it throughout the Bible. It's a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift. So anyway, I don't want to get
no. I mean, and
my friend in Washington, whose son passed away, Larry was a minister. My friend.
Okay.
My son was my friend too, but Larry's a 90-year-old minister.
Okay.
And, it's funny that I went to his church 2 different Sundays while I was up there.
Okay.
And he's a greeter, and he used to be the minister when it was a very little church. Now it's kind of not mega, but it's got 1,500 people in it now. And so they have a middle room where they have
parlor.
Yeah, like they have coffee and TVs out there, and you can get a blueberry muffin or something.
Right.
Now they don't charge for the coffee, but if just like Gateway, if you wanted a cappuccino or something, they charge some money. And if you want a blueberry muffin or something, they charge you $3 or whatever it is. And it just makes Larry madder than heck. He said they shouldn't be charging anything. You know.
Hey, let them know that the Red Cross charges people. They show up.
Well, yeah, but no, listen, I'm telling you what, Larry's dead. He said, I'm going to go to, he said, I'm going to go. He told his friend back there, who's a veteran, about 80-some years old, funnier in the crutch, good, just these guys are awesome. They were back there talking. He said, I'm going to go to Costco and I'm going to buy several boxes of those.
Hey, that can be his ministry. He can have the blueberry muffin ministry.
Well, he's threatening to, and he said, I'm going to have a sign over here. You can pay for him over there or get him here for free.
There you go.
And because he just doesn't think that you should be charging people. So, but it's just so funny because I always had a blueberry muffin and just a black cup of coffee.
So what our church did was they'd get thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Krispy Kreme and then sell them really like a quarter, I think it was, or so, you know what I mean? And so that really kind of takes the sting, right? Yeah. But I think the coffee was maybe a nickel, and
that's all good.
And the donut was a quarter, and so it really takes the sting out of that.
If you're paying $3 or $4 for a blueberry muffin, that's Starbucks. Yeah. So that is. But listen, I don't think I just do it, and I'm happy to be there.
No, I know. Yeah.
I had a good one. Well, I'll tell you, he gave a good one yesterday.
Robert Morris?
Man, I'm going to tell you what, it was last in a series, and it was about forgiveness.
Oh, boy.
The last word was forgiveness. And, you know, in the Bible where it says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big statement because it is not ours.
I know.
But it didn't ever hit me like, you know, it's like I told Teddy this morning, I said, you know, I think when I see those symbols, what I'm doing is going to Bible study. The way he teaches. And he talked about forgiving.
That's the way he should teach. Low key. I mean, right? I mean, you should be teaching from the Bible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So.
And there's people that make it hard because, again, I was saying, started this off talking about that funeral. All we have to do is accept Jesus. That's all we have to do. And we have the gift. It's given to us freely.
Now, it's not just about getting fire insurance, Wayne. Let's talk about discipleship and sanctification.
That we got to do. But listen, we don't have to work for it. We don't have to.
No. Right. It's not salvation by works.
And that's what they were talking. That's what I said. I said, now listen, and here's why. Because if you have to work for it, then you're going to watch somebody. And they're not going to deserve it as much as you do because they're not working as hard as you.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that's not what God intends. He went all through that with just slicker and greased down manure. I mean, man, it was just put it in, as Larry would say, it put it in a whole new perspective.
Yeah, man.
You've been traveling all around too, haven't you?
A little bit. I'm going to do a little trip this week down to Austin and see a fight, and actually have a coaching client down there as well. So it was a good mixture of folks, and gonna let the beard grow out a little bit longer just to have a little fun with it and cut it off probably next couple of weeks. But
we've got to have fun with them now and then. Just got to.
Yeah. Oh man, you know, it's at the university. It's on the University of Texas campus, and so it's always a good venue, and looking forward to it. And the boys are going.
Oh.
So that means my sons. Not
I know what that means. Mm-hmm.
Not like Wayne and some other guys. I'm talking about
boys.
My children. So they're coming, so I'm looking forward to that, and
it'll be fantastic.
And it'll be good, man. Always a fun time. Always a fun time. So
Braden has this, you know, he just came home for Thanksgiving, and he's got 90 plus in every class. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah, but he said, somebody in the Thanksgiving dinner said, let me see, are you because he was tired. You know, he's home crashing a few days because he works hard at school.
Yeah.
And they said, "Are you working hard because the courses are hard or because you're focused?" He said, "Both."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's working hard, but he said it's hard.
Yeah, that's the right answer. You can't get those kind of grades in any major over there without being focused and working hard. So I think, yeah, spot on.
But he says he's got a good roommate. They get along
Oh, that's
well.
great.
Um,
That's great. I know my youngest, my son Braden. Yeah, he's enjoying his degree and putting a good use to that business degree. So he's doing real well, and
that's fantastic.
And proud of him.
You see, they're going to get a new coach.
They're finally getting a new coach. I was hoping they'd keep that interim coach. I mean, he was rallying the troops.
Exactly.
From what I understand, he's a fantastic Christian guy. Was really, I mean, they like him. I mean, for the love of God, man, at some point, I just, yeah, what do you say? But hey, you know what? They got a new coach. Hopefully he'll be able to do the same stuff and
pray for him and love him.
And what an interesting dichotomy from A&M that has all the talent in the world, but might not have been coached effectively, versus a team like Colorado that's building talent. It has Deion Sanders. I know, got to mention him again this week.
Yep.
And then they're trying to build. I know they had a 4-win season, maybe 5, I don't know, but that's 4 more games than they won last year. So it's a spiritual victory. I know, us Cowboy fans go through the same circle of denial. Them boys. And then after the wild card, we gone, don't want to say that this year seems to be a good year for the boys.
Somebody's looking at Groden, or that was out of the NFL for a couple of years because he said some disparaging. But what college is looking at him? Is it a college is looking at hiring him?
Well, I mean, Deion Sanders hired a professional guy just recently for, I think, a defensive coordinator. Of course, I forget who it was. I can see Warren Sapp. Warren Sapp.
Oh, well, Warren Sapp's awesome. Well, this guy is. I'm surprised you didn't pick up on it here because I just read the news. I wish I could find it while we're talking here, but he's going with. I mean, it may be a done deal, and it's a big. Wait a minute. Who's A&M getting as their head coach? Have they named him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
It's not Josh Groden.
No.
Well, that's who I'm talking. Here it is. Indiana.
Okay.
John Gruden.
Okay, yeah. Mike Elko is
That's it. Yeah. I had it. Okay, sorry about that.
Mike Elko.
Okay.
I think he came from Duke.
That's it. He came from Duke. Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I read that this morning too. I got them mixed up. But John Gruden, I think, is a good coach.
Yeah, he's good too.
He's a great guy. And I liked his enthusiasm and his youth then. And so I don't know if he's still, but we'll see what happens. There's so much going on. And, you look at Thanksgiving and with all the challenges, world problems.
Yes.
Especially I think as Americans, we still have so much to be thankful for.
We do.
Man, we got, and people that are out there saying it's no good. God says, give thanks in all things, man. And,
So what does it between now and the end of the year look like for you work-wise?
I'm not sure.
After the funeral trips.
Yeah, after the funerals, I'll have a better view of it. But right now, it's a 30,000-foot view. And I was told by Ryan, I'm going to be getting very busy. So
wow. Okay.
What that means, I don't know. But they've got
before the end of the year getting busy, or
before and going on through. So, hey man, It's like that movie, The Other Guys, you know, with Gator needs a little walking around money. Yeah.
You still working on your retail, on your physical space?
I do some of it, but I'm not as much into that. You can't do everything, you know, and I've had to make some decisions on what to do and what not to do.
But you still have it?
Yeah, I still got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they called me and want to do some stuff, but I just, you can't take on everybody.
I understand.
So, but hey, isn't that another thing to be thankful for? So yeah, you blinked off on me there a minute. But it's another thing to be thankful for. You know, it's great when you have the options and someone else doesn't. That's a winning situation. So, oh, your audio's not on now. Audio. Nope. I haven't touched my computer, so it really can't be me. It must be you. Well, everybody, I think Bruce had a little technical difficulty, but he'll be right back. I hope your Thanksgiving went real well, and I hope everybody got plenty to eat, had plenty of family time, and was able to give thanks together. Bruce is back.
Good save. Yeah, something knocked me out over here. So yes, appreciate that announcement. So well, good. I'm glad to know that you're going to be busy. You know, I let's see here. You know, for me, I think things are busy. You know, and a good steady busy. Certainly between now and the end of the year. But then I'm excited. I am genuinely excited about buying another planner, the big planner, and start working on the planner and start seeing what I didn't do this year and what I need to do next year. And so I'm excited to do that. I think it'll be a busy year next year. I'm enjoying not having kids in school finally.
Oh, it's like getting a raise too, isn't it?
Oh my God. Yeah, I was like, oh, I can buy this on Amazon now. And
yeah,
you know,
this $39 item.
I put premium gas in the gas tank just to be good to the old car. Down like 311 now over at QT, man.
That is so true. Oh my gosh.
I gave my car an early Christmas present, man.
Yeah. Oh, I saw a meme on the internet. Had a guy had a car out in the driveway with a big bow on it for his wife, and he said, "Honey, it's just a rental car, but you can keep the bow."
What a
Merry Christmas.
Ooh, boy, that's gonna go.
Yeah, they said he should be out of the hospital in about 6 weeks.
Yeah, she's got nothing for him, boy.
No.
Well, no. Hey, man, are you about ready for a hand-me-down vehicle? You're gonna keep your vehicle?
Well, it's funny, you know. I just had a service last week at the GMC dealership up in Grapevine, and I got 18,300 miles on it. It's 2 years old.
Woo!
They said, man, it's nice.
The thing is worth.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's clean. It's clean. It's clean. So no, I was talking to Steve, the guy that I do things with, and but I think I'll probably hang on to it for a while. But man, I'll tell you, I look at those doggone trucks, and I still like a truck.
Oh yeah.
You know, I like my SUV, but man, I like a truck.
I miss a truck, man. I miss a truck too. Because when you need it, you need it. I mean,
to tell you. But then I like the way these Denali's looking. If they make another change, they upgrade again, get them gooder. You know, because they always make them gooder looking.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'll do. So
can't get much gooder than that. You'd be into the Escalade.
well, you know what? This is really the Escalade GMC. It's got all the soundproofing, and it's got as big an engine as an Escalade, and it costs dang near as much as an Escalade. So
Is it?
you're talking a Denali SUV? Yeah, that's $100,000.
You have a 6.2 or a 6.7. How big's that engine in it?
I can't even lift it.
It's at least.
Is there a 6.5?
It might be.
It's at least a 6.5.
Okay.
So it'll talk to you when you press down on it. Yeah. And people say, how many miles a gallon you get? So I don't know.
I didn't buy it for that.
Now, if you go asking that, then man, you better go find yourself a real little bitty car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little Metro, something like that, scooter.
Oh, LSI.
Little LSI. Yeah. No, I like it. As a matter of fact, Andrew has a BMW 5 Series, and he's got a supercharged 4-cylinder, and I mean, it's hot. But he gets like 35 miles to the gallon or something like that. And he borrowed my car to go to Austin to a memorial. He took some ladies, the mom and stuff like this, and another mom. And yeah, he used a little bit of gas, but he said, Dad, I forget how beautiful these are.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, makes me miss my truck.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, if it's a gas eater, it's a big deal. You know, I help support the economy. So,
man, yeah, you 18,000 miles a year. Ocasio-Cortez isn't going to come after you.
Yeah, she still will. But listen, on one hand, the guy was talking to a comedian and said, man, I know she's pretty, but she's stupid. But anyway, no, she can come after me. She didn't want to take a ride in it. Matter of fact, she may call me to help her because her battery ran dead in her Tesla.
There you go.
That's a little less than 10,000 miles a year. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I remember years ago when I was a salesman, just in the running. I had a brand new car, and from January to December, I put 72,000 miles on it.
Wow, man!
Just selling cookware, and I was the #1 in the region that year as a personal salesman.
Were you driving to Alaska, or what the hell?
Well, you'd sure think so. I wasn't driving maybe 100 miles one way. No, one way. And then, but I was doing that an awful lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man. That's a lot of miles, but a lot of shows, and hopefully a lot of sales.
Well, I was #1. And see, back then we didn't close on the show. We made appointments and went back the next day. So there you're almost doubling and tripling your mileage because you're not doing it all in one stop shop.
Is that because of buyer's remorse?
Well, they just found about the thought behind it was back then we had to have 5 couples to give away this gift. And you don't get that many today, but back then you'd have 5 couples to get the gift. And so people got it in their head, well, man, if I close tonight and get those sales, I can cook tomorrow night and do the same thing, so I can double my production. That's not what happened because people just didn't put on as many shows. Mm. But see, when you did those appointments the next day, you booked better shows and you sold more and you sold a better set of cookware.
Did y'all close on the same day now?
Oh, yeah. That's the way we've done it for years.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting away.
Well,
so to speak.
That's why people today look for shows more than they did when I was a youngster. When I was a youngster, you asked me hey, Wayne, now I could hear it, but wait a minute. If you were to ask this question, people would roll in their graves. But, let's say Bruce calls me up and said, Wayne, I want to have a show. Oh, wait a minute. Did anybody hear that? Bruce said he wanted to have a show. And you say, when can you get me in? I said, well, let me look at my calendar. Bruce, it'll be about 2.5 months before I can get you in.
Wow.
That was normal. 2.5, 3 months. I was booked out.
The high demand.
Yeah, well, you book a better show because I'm sitting in front of you booking that show. I'm not just tossing it out on the dinner. Say, hey, you get this at no charge for hosting the show. How many people da 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 da. it doesn't have that quite a connection. There's that personal connection.
Right.
And plus, when you're on a show and you're closing, you're booking, people put booking last because they go for the sale. They forget what the most important thing is. Get the show booked. If they don't buy tonight, big deal. You got another shot.
All right.
But if they buy because you pushed them, you ain't got a, nobody else has got a shot because they don't want their friends treated the way you just treated it. So it goes around. Booking is the most important.
Booking the show, man.
That's it. Nothing happens till the show.
Booking those clients.
You know how many sets I sold yesterday? None. I didn't have any shows. I was watching football.
There you go.
And I had no sales too. Because if you don't have a show, you don't have sales.
All right. It equals that. Can you have 2 sales or more in a show?
Oh, I've had a lot more sales than 2. Yeah. I've had them before, seriously, standing in line for the order. Yeah.
Went 5 for 5 type of thing?
Oh, yes.
Woo!
Yeah. You're pretty happy coming home that day.
Oh, my word. I bet. Definitely made rent and the car payment and a few other bills.
Well, and then the most important thing is you've got if you're getting multiple sales, you're booking good shows too because they like everything. And so if you're getting multiple sales, if you understand what's important, and that's booking a show, you'll get real good shows. Hey. You remember Bruce on your show? Remember 4 people got a set of cook. Remember that? Mm-hmm. See, it's going to help these people kind of go, really? I better get one too.
I see. Now, I just noticed here recently that Gordon Ramsay, the chef, has come out with his own cookware. Is there a dip when some of these guys like Emeril or Gordon, or your business is just steady, regardless?
Our only competition is what's in their cupboard right now. I'm serious. That's it. That's it.
Oh, you got all this figured out. I love to hear it, brother. The only competition we have is what's in your cupboard. I love it.
Yeah, that's it. But and stop and think about it, Bruce. If you go to Dillard's or Macy's and you go to the housewares department, what's around the outside? If they got that cookware,
right?
They got that George Ramsey or George Foreman, they got Ramsey, they got these different people's names. Mm-hmm. And when you go to a department store you know why they have that perfume right up front?
Smells good.
Yeah, and you know what the markup is on that?
A lot.
Holy moly, they make a lot of money on that. That's just like you go to a grocery store. The profitable items are on the outside.
Yep.
As it gets more the inside, they get less. That's it's like Barney said in the Andy Griffith Show. Andy, I think the whole thing's psychological. And it sure is.
Hey, where was this? I was at a Kroger somewhere in Plano, and I just wanted to get a jug of milk. No, it was Walmart. Anyway, I had to walk all the way through that damn store to get a stinking staple jug of milk, And that's psychological too. Now it forces me to go through all these
things, to see things, and I need that too.
Yep.
You betcha. That's why they got glass around those freezer doors so you can see that ice cream.
You can see it.
They don't have a sign, ice cream here. They got, man, you can see it, and it's got that little sale. Today, instead of $6, it's only $5.95. So get yours while it lasts.
What a country.
Yeah. It's called free enterprise. I love it. You got to love it. So, but our you just have to know in sales that your competition is what they have. But that's all you're up against. Because when you're walking in that house, the last thing on their mind is a $5,000 set of cookware.
Yeah.
I mean, that's even that. They sure didn't wake up this morning thinking about anything like that.
You know what? I'm going to drop 5. Yeah. Yep.
You've got to take that, and you've got to take Salad Master. You've got to put it on their priority list because we all have priority list. you got to put it on there, and you got to move it from the bottom all the way to the top within that period that you're doing that presentation. That they can't live without it. They got to have it. They won't be able to sleep. You just got to you got to get them so excited they can climb a tree backwards. And
there you go. That one.
And then get the order. Then you've got to confirm it. I mean, you've got to follow it up, and you've got to sell your sale. Let me ask you a question, Bruce. When I deliver your set, what's one of the first things you want to cook in this?
Yeah.
Let me ask you another question. When you get your set, who are you going to tell first what you cook? I'm going to get you sold. You own it.
All that suggestive language there, huh? Yes, sir.
Yep. Anyway, that's what we do. Boy, I tell you,
man,
you get me excited.
Oh yeah, no, that's get fired up, on those sales and yeah, man. So it's always for me or client acquisition or whatever. It's just kind of a have the show here, show summaries, website, stuff like that, and. Somebody the other day said, "Oh, I found you from Psychology Today." I said, "Oh, wow, I forgot about that one." So
yeah.
It's real fun to see some of those things produced.
We're in the same bit. I mean, it's when you get a client that sometimes is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a multiple sales on a show.
Oh yeah.
You hang up the phone, you go, "Holy mackerel!
Yeah,
this is a good business."
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So you get those, and then you get the ones where we got an hour here, and that's it. That's a small set.
Right. No.
That's just a piece item.
And that's the thing about coaching. These are typically 3-month engagements. If they extend another 3 months or whatever, then that's 6 months. That's half a year, and that's that. And then you only have so much time for so many engagements, and then it produces a nice.
That lady that we had on the show and that guy in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of have that halfway place,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's a very good structure. I think about that a lot. They have built that. That's a good structure. That's a good business model, and I've thought about that process a lot because. I mean, that's a lot of hard work, but man, they're taking it places. And when they say that they have these Zoom things,
right,
for only $50, but they got 300 people on them.
That's right. It's a lot of coin.
Yeah, it's a lot of coin. You can go down and you can have somebody else go to the back of Walmart and get that jug of milk.
There you go. Sure can.
Hey, Freddie, run in there and get a jug of milk. Don't get anything else. I got to get home, go on a Zoom call.
Yeah, man. Take it out and trade. Well, all right, man. We just got a couple minutes left. Good to check in with you. We'll see what the future holds. I know we got some guests coming around the corner here. So appreciate everybody just kind of going with the free flow with Bruce and Wayne today. So, again, stop by the Apple Podcast site, iHeartMedia, as well as other Amazon. What's it called? Audible. There we go. Amazon Audible has us now. So we're just doing good, man. The little podcast that continues to go on. Again, thank you so much for our Sam at the station. We appreciate you, love you, and of course, my man Ronan who posts the show summaries and when I get them to him, and he's there for us as well. So it takes a village, even for the little podcast. It could. Special thanks to Drew. Drew's my intern here, and he's now a life coach. And Drew assists with the production. So good kid out of Auburn University. So
we'll forgive him for that.
He'll be graduating, coming in there. So, all right, everybody, we'll have a blessed week. And we'll see you here next time on the Concierge Coaches Show. And Wayne, how do people get on Wayne?
Oh, that same old Wayne _Wayne 515 _.
Yahoo.
I got it back. Wayne_515 at Yahoo.com. And Sam, thank you, buddy. And you and everyone are in our prayers.
Yes, absolutely. All right, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time on the Concierge Coaches Show. Have a blessed week. See ya.
You're listening to the Concierge Coaches Show with Bruce Cameron and Wayne Fritz, only on LA Talk Radio.